Hello, I'm Dr. John Ho. Today we're going to talk about the difference between healers and physicians.
A physician is a medical doctor, a person trained in the principles and practice of allopathic medicine. This includes doctors and surgeons, all kinds of specialists. They are trained to deal with illness and disease. They treat sick people. The professionals that deal with health from a medical perspective are collectively referred to as healers. These include chiropractors, naturopaths, acupuncturists, and massage therapists, body workers of various disciplines. We are trained to promote wellness and help people recover through the use of natural methods. We promote wellness. We've all been taught to go to the doctor first. He's supposed to know everything and has all the answers. There was a time when physicians took care of everyone, but in these days of specialization, physicians are more highly trained to deal exclusively with illness and disease. This is the first principle. The body is self-regulating and self-healing. It is constantly refreshing and renewing itself. It instinctively seeks health and life. The second principle is that between health and sickness is the state of wellness. This is where we spend the majority of our life. This is where healers do all of their work. We use natural healing methods to help people feel better. Now here's the rules. Wellness improves with time and rest. It is facilitated by natural healing methods. Sickness gets worse with time and rest. Natural healing methods alone are often inadequate to maintain balance and recovery. Rule number 2 is you should go to a healer when you don't feel well, because healers use natural methods to restore wellness. You should go to a physician when you're sick, because physicians treat sick people. Let me give you a couple of examples to make this point a little clearer. The symptoms of a common cold are very similar to the early onset of pneumonia. The common cold resolves in 5 to 7 days, regardless of what you do. Chicken soup and rest are the best treatment. Pneumonia can kill you if left untreated too long. Antibiotics are often required to control this infection. The condition gets worse with time and rest. Another example is sore shoulder versus a rotator cuff tear. Shoulder injuries are very common in middle-aged people and often related to poor posture. The best treatment is mobilization and exercise. A rotator cuff tear is usually related to trauma and requires surgical intervention to stabilize the shoulder. Even after surgical stabilization, these patients require natural healing methods to assist their recovery and rehabilitation. Headaches versus migraines. I treat a lot of people for headaches. Many people refer to very severe headaches as migraines, but the two are very different. Headaches are often related to stress and fatigue. Migraines are caused by a circulatory problem in the head or face and are not very common. They are often related to much more serious problems and require medical intervention.
Let's use a real life example. I'll be the real life example. I have high blood pressure. Back in 2012, my kidneys failed and I ended up in the hospital. My blood pressure was 220 over 110. My doctor had to put me on medication to control my blood pressure because the risk of stroke is very high. So I have to take medication to control my blood pressure because I'm sick. Now, here's the kicker. I had no symptoms. No headache, no shortness of breath, no chest pains, nothing like that. I was totally unaware that I had high blood pressure. Now, I treat a lot of patients with headaches, with shortness of breath, dizziness, chest pains, but they don't have high blood pressure. And they respond better to natural healing methods than they do to medication. In fact, the medication causes more negative side effects than benefits. Perhaps you've had this experience yourself or know someone who has. Now that you know the difference between what a healer does and what a physician does, you can understand why you should go to a healer first to see if you just don't feel well, and then use the doctor as your last resort.
Remember, You go to a healer when you don't feel well because he or she specializes in wellness. You go to a physician when you're sick or need medicine or medical procedures to stay alive because physicians treat illness and disease. I hope that this video has helped clarify the difference between physicians and healers. Thank you for your time. Aloha.